NFL January 8, 2019 9:31 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. January 8, 2019 9:31 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The divisional round of the 2019 NFL playoffs is here. Who will move on to the conference championships? Use left or right buttons to navigate. Swipe left or right to navigate. The schedule for the 2019 NFL divisional playoffs is set, 4 games in 2 days, with 4 spots in the conference championship round on the line. On Saturday night and Sunday afternoon, those 4 spots will be filled. The Colts and Chiefs kick off the divisional playoffs Saturday in Kansas City, with Cowboys vs. Rams in Los Angeles set to follow. On Sunday, the Chargers and Patriots face off in New England, followed by Eagles vs. Saints in New Orleans. Here are SN's picks and predictions for all 4 divisional playoff games. Getty Images, Vinny Iyer, the Colts, armed with luck and powered by Mac, can definitely put up some points in Arrowhead, and they won't be intimidated by the raucous playoff atmosphere with Luck and Reich keeping them cool through 4 quarters. The rested Chiefs, however, will exploit the holes in the Colts' promising young defense, something the Texans could not do. Mahomes will see big plays open up because of good protection and his ability to extend plays outside the pocket. This feels like a last possession wins game, and Mahomes will begin his playoff legend with a successful game-winning drive. Pick Chiefs 38-34. Tad Highslip. As Vinny has pointed out, the Colts present the Chiefs a handful of issues. Indianapolis's pass protection has been money, and Luck's decisiveness as a passer, combined with his top-notch pocket presence, will be a challenge for Kansas City's pass rush. Further complicating matters for the Chiefs, they gave up a full 5 yards per rush in the regular season, second worst in the league. The Colts ran all over the Texans, and they know it's a good way to control the clock and keep Mahomes off the field in the divisional round. But Indianapolis's young defense has not seen an offense quite like the one it will see in Kansas City. Technically nobody has, as the Chiefs boast the NFL's #1 offense with 35.3 points per game in the regular season. If Mahomes plays up to his potential, or close to it, the Colts can't stop him. Pick Chiefs 35-24. Getty Images, Vinny Iyer. The Cowboys ran the ball at an elite level against the Seahawks. The Rams were ranked No. 23 against the run in the regular season in terms of yards allowed per game, 122.3, and last in yards allowed per carry, 5.1. That lines up well for Elliott, who averaged 5.3 yards per carry in the wildcard game. Dallas' offensive line will work to keep the Rams' Aaron Donald out of the backfield. The key for Prescott will be hitting big pass plays off play action to Amari Cooper. Rookie Michael Gallup will be an X-factor in one-on-one matchups. The Cowboys should be able to control the ball and finish long drives. To counter, the Rams need a healthy Gurley to grind through Dallas' stout front 7, and Goff to be patient against a good, bend but don't break pass defense. Goff hasn't been the same since he lost go to slot receiver Cooper Kupp, and Gurley at less than 100% effectiveness can be enough to throw off the Rams' simpler than you think passing game. Cowboys match up well against the Rams, and the lack of home field edge for the hosts also hurts in an upset. Pick Cowboys 34-27. Tad Highslip. This game should be all about offense given the names involved. McVay has earned his reputation as an offensive wizard, and Goff is capable of Pro Bowl caliber play when the unit is producing on schedule. Gurley, of course, is a star. So is Elliott. Prescott is, too, simply by virtue of being the Cowboys' starting quarterback. But it's not about offense, not in January, even in the warm confines of the Coliseum. The Rams have Donald, the best defensive player in football. The Cowboys have the better overall defense by a wide margin, and that unit is coming off a powerful performance against the Seahawks in the wildcard round. Dallas has what it takes in its front 7 to slow down Gurley, and the LA receivers will have a hard time getting separation from Cowboys defensive backs, making life that much harder on Goff. There's one more thing that could go in Dallas' favor: the crowd in Los Angeles. Cowboys fans are embedded seemingly everywhere around the globe, but that is especially the case in Southern California, where the team has held its training camp for much of the last 20 years. There's a strong chance the Rams will feel like the away team in their own stadium, even in a playoff game. Pick Cowboys, 20-17. Getty Images, Vinny Iyer. When Sporting News picked the Chargers to win the AFC this season, there was a consideration that they would need to get past the Patriots. New England is a strong home team, and this is Lynn's first time coaching a playoff game against Belichick. But Los Angeles has the right personnel offensively and defensively to pull the Foxborough shocker. Rivers will go in fearless and aggressive to attack the speed deficiency of the Patriots' defense. Brady is limited with weapons in the passing game given no Josh Gordon and a slowed-down Gronkowski. New England will try winning with a run-heavy approach, but eventually, LA will push its opponent into passing too much. Brady will face plenty of heat from Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram to keep him from another magical playoff moment as Rivers enjoys his finest one. Pick Chargers, 24-20. Tad Heislip. We know the Patriots have not lost at home this season, and if history is going to repeat itself, the fact that New England earned a first-round bye means it is unlikely to lose before Super Bowl 53. Bill Belichick still prepares his team better than any other coach in the league. Brady, now equipped with a beefed-up power running game at his disposal, is rested and still dangerous as a distributor. Yet these Chargers present the kind of challenge that has plagued the Patriots in the past. The most tried-and-true formula to beat New England is pressure on Brady. LA's pass rush is more than capable. Watch the tape of the Chargers' wildcard win over the Ravens if you need proof. Another thing to keep in mind, the Jaguars nearly upset the Patriots in the AFC title game last season on the strength of similar defensive force. Jacksonville, though, did not have a QB capable of keeping pressure on the New England defense as Brady led one of his patented comebacks. Los Angeles has one in Rivers. Anthony Lynn might not win Coach of the Year for his work in 2018, but a win over Belichick's Patriots in the postseason would make many rethink their votes. Of course, Lynn will happily take the trade-off. Pick Chargers, 30-27. Getty Images, Vinny Iyer. The Eagles manage a road victory against a good defensive team in Chicago. They will need to score a lot more points to do the same in New Orleans. Foles will once again be called upon to make every clutch pass play in a one-dimensional offense, as Philadelphia will keep struggling to run the ball with former St. Darren Sproles and others. Breeze and the Saints will go after big pass plays to build a significant lead, and they can close the game with plenty of effective touches for Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram. The Saints have a strong inside-outside pass rush to get after Foles, and their coverage is built to slow down his top two targets, Alshon Jeffrey and Zach Ertz. The Saints are better rested and better balanced, and they play their best when it counts in the Superdome. They remember the heartbreak of the Minneapolis Miracle in the divisional playoff road loss last season and don't want that same feeling of disappointment with a much better overall team this season. Breeze and Sean Payton won't be denied as they make sure Foles and Doug Peterson fall 2 steps short of their quest to repeat. Pick Saints, 33-20. Tad Heislip. To suggest this game will play out the same way it did in November, when these teams met in New Orleans, would be ludicrous. A score of 48-7 in an NFL game is the definition of a fluke. That kind of talent gap between two given teams in this league simply does not exist. Everything went right for the Saints that day, and just about everything went wrong for the Eagles. So maybe New Orleans won't blow out Philadelphia in the divisional playoffs, but the Saints are heavy favorites for good reasons. Before the season, SN picked the Saints to win Super Bowl 53 on the basis of their complete roster. The offense is loaded. The defense is stacked. The special teams are sound. And, oh yeah, the QB is the NFL's all-time passing yards leader. the apparent magic of a Foles-led Eagles team in the postseason can only take them so far. The Saints, especially at home, are simply too good. Saints, 31-13.